Hey guys, what's up? It is Saturday morning here. I am back to my wet hair vlogging, I guess. I went this morning to try to get a lymphatic drainage massage at Shape House, which is like my new favorite thing in New York. It is it's an LA transplant. It's this place in LA where you can go get like wrapped in infrared blankets. I love an infrared sauna. So the last two times I went to Shape House, I got the infrared blanket wrap. You just like sweat. They call themselves an urban sweat lodge. Anyway, so I bought like a 10-pack and I tried to go this morning to try the lymphatic drainage machine thing where they wrap you in, like it massages you and it's like supposed to feel like really good. But it was broken. So I ended up coming back. I took a shower early and now I'm having a cup of tea. I try to drink tea on the weekends because during the week I drink so much coffee. I don't want to get like re-addicted to coffee. I did a blog post about this on my website, danicolo.com, a couple of days ago. I actually stopped drinking coffee for about 6 years between like 2008 and like 2013, like the end of 2013. And I love coffee. I like quit for no real reason. I think I was doing a detox and I just kept doing it for 6 years. But now what I find is if I don't drink coffee during the day, sometimes I get headaches and that worries me because I don't want to get back to the point where I'm drinking too much. Anyway, so on the weekends I try to drink tea. This is a mug actually. It's from a Finnish company called Itala, and the illustration on it, which is actually so beautiful, you can see it's a bird and there's an owl on the side. I can't turn it around because it's kind of hot. But this was done by an old friend of mine from London called Klaus Hapaniemi. And if you're in London, you should go check out his store. It's in Shoreditch. It's unbelievably beautiful. He does homewares and he does rugs, and obviously he does collaborations with other companies like Itala. This is one of my favorite mugs. Anyway, I'm drinking Yorkshire tea, which I bring back from England all the time, and I put whole milk in it. I know it's like not very trendy to be drinking milk, but I do love a good organic whole milk, especially if it's from grass-fed cows. I think that that's like my favorite one to buy right now from my local Whole Foods is from Trickling Springs. Now I've told you everything you need to know. So today I thought I would do a little Sephora unboxing haul. I haven't done this in a long time. Usually I do go to the Sephora store because there are so many Sephoras near where I live. So I try to go to Sephora when I can because it saves on packing. But what I've noticed lately is that a lot of things I buy in Sephora all the time have been out of stock. So sometimes it's just easier to go online and get everything from the same place. I was saying to my friends, actually, I wish there was a service where instead of like going online and having to buy the same things every single month, like the things I need, like toilet paper and I don't know, Kleenex and just like all the stuff that I need every month, like the same moisturizer. I wish there was a service, and maybe someone can invent this. I wish there was a service that would gather all of these things and send them to me. So I would save on shipping and I would save on like all the packaging materials. I would love if all these things came in one box. So I feel like Amazon could naturally do something like this, and not in like that like piecemeal subscription form where you get like one thing at a time, but I would like all the things every month. Anyway, so I did a big order at Sephora. It's not a big order by like beauty vlogger standards, but it's a big order by like my standards. So I thought I would do a little bit of an unboxing and show you what I got. These are mostly things that I have been using for years, that are repurchases that I buy over and over and over again because I love them and they really work. I think this order I'm gonna start opening it. I think this order may be mostly skincare. So if these are of interest to you, please let me know in the comments below. My skin tends to be quite sensitive. I actually have like skin reactions to a lot of things I eat. I wouldn't call them like allergies, like they're not life-threatening, but I definitely am sensitive to things like shellfish. I had eczema when I was a child. I still do have like residual adult eczema, especially in the summer when it's like so humid outside like it has been. But for the most part, my skin, I've been very lucky with my skin over the past couple of years. It's fairly clear. I get like the normal like congestion that like people get like in the T-zone. I have a slightly oily T-zone. I also think as you get older, the one thing to look forward to as you get older in your 30s, and now I'm in my 40s, is that your hormones tend to stabilize. Although from what I understand, I'm about to go into some roller coaster hormone stuff over the next 10 years before menopause. That's really exciting. But for the most part, from your like late 20s until your late 30s, your hormones sort of like settle down, and I tend to have like fewer hormonal breakouts and stuff. I don't know if that's true for everybody, but that definitely proved true for me. So, all right, so I got a box. I don't think I've ever like ordered anything from Sephora that requires such a big box because all the beauty products are quite small. Let's see what I hate is that it always comes with like things like what was even in here? I don't know. It didn't stay in here in the box. So much packaging. Packing slip. I like that Sephora is now sending samples that are like good size samples and not little samples. Okay. This is what we got. Now, I don't know if I've ever talked about this on this channel, but when I like something, I tend to buy it in pairs. I have this irrational fear of running out of things that I really like. Now, this goes for so many things. This goes not just for beauty products, but also for like t-shirts and pants and dresses. If I buy a dress and I wear it a few times, I'm like, I really like this dress, I will like double down. Sometimes I'll like triple down or quadruple down, and I'll buy like 2, 3, 4 of the same thing. The problem here is that sometimes people think that you only have one dress. For example, a couple of years ago, I took this train across country for this really cool Levi's project, and the entire time I brought 6 dresses with me, but they were identical. And everyone thought I was wearing the same thing every day. I was like, no, I actually have luggage with me. I just own 6 of these dresses. But you know, I like what I like, and if I find something that really works for me better than other things, why do things that don't work for me? That's at least my rationalization. So you'll see I'll have bought a couple of duplicates in this order. For example, this, the Dr. Jart Cicapair Tiger Grass Color Correcting Treatment. So I think that I'm totally justified in buying 2 of these at once because these were sold out in all of North America for the past like 3 months. I remember right before I went to China when I was in Chengdu and Chongqing a few months ago. I don't even know how long ago that was. I think it was a few months ago. But it was right before then that I was trying to buy these because these are amazing. This cream is an amazing day cream. It has an SPF in it. I think it's an SPF 30 in it. It is also a green tinted moisturizer. So what that means is that when you look at the jar, if you look inside, the cream is actually a very light green, and that helps neutralize redness. I have a little bit of redness sometimes on my skin, but like this really helps cover it. But what happens is after you put it on your skin, and I don't know what the exact ingredient is, but I think it may be tinted with melanin. So what happens is you put it on your skin and then the tint adapts to your skin tone and becomes like a perfect match. So it looks like when you put it on, you're like, oh, this is kind of like it's a little bit too light, it's a little bit green. But then within seconds, the cream matches your skin perfectly. It's also super moisturizing, so if I'm going anywhere that is like dry, if I'm on an airplane for a long time, I'll always bring this with me and I'll use it. After using this for like a few weeks, me, I didn't even have to wear foundation anymore. That's how good it was. I really love it. It's very soothing, very protecting, and it feels great on. It also looks great under makeup if you do want to wear this under a foundation or a powder. I also got 2 of the It Cosmetics Confidence in a Cream. I think I've probably repurchased this at this point like 20 times. I bought it like on a whim, I guess like a year and a half ago from the Sephora near where I live, because I was looking for a new face cream that wasn't super expensive. I have been using the Charlotte Tilbury night cream and the day cream, which is kind of expensive because it was like $100 a jar for the day cream. I really liked it, but I was like, let me see if I can find something for like half price. So this is less than half price. I think this is about $42, maybe $38, or I'm not really sure. So I thought I would try it. I felt like it was low risk. The reviews online were amazing. It does not have SPF in it, so I also felt like it was something that I could use at night and during the day if I needed to. So yeah, so I have since fallen in love with it. It does give you visible results. For me, they were not as rapid as a lot of the reviews said they were, but definitely over time, if I don't use this, I can tell. I think this has a lot of vitamin C in it. I'm not really sure. I actually don't even remember like why it's supposed to be so good for you. So what it says is that it has a lot of these words don't mean anything to me. It has a super ceramide complex, don't really know what that means. It's peptide infused, which means it helps needs to create collagen in your skin, or helps your skin like build or rebuild its own collagen, or has collagen. I'm not really sure, but peptide, it's something to do with collagen. Next one is collagen. After that, it's hyaluronic acid, which it's an acid, but it doesn't hurt your skin. It helps your skin retain moisture, which is something I really need in my old advanced age. It is also antioxidant rich, and I think that's where the vitamin C comes in. So it blocks like free radicals, and like New York is super polluted. Like I feel like, I think about this all the time. Like I wash my hair every single day, and every beauty magazine and every beauty expert is like, don't wash your hair every day, but I feel like I have to because New York is so dirty. This cream also has colloidal oatmeal in it, which is very, very soothing. If you have eczema, you may remember from when you were a kid, like maybe you had to bathe in oatmeal to like get your skin to calm down. It's also, what I really like is that it is really quick absorbing, so it looks great under makeup. It's the perfect thing to put on at night if you don't feel like doing a bunch of treatments. Sometimes I'll put on a serum and then I'll put this on, or I'll put a serum, put an oil on, depending on how dry my skin is and how much I've been traveling. I got 2 of those. One thing that I have been really slacking on using over the past few months is like a white clay mask, specifically white clay. I think I have been using a lot of the Dr. Dennis Gross exfoliating wipes, and I've been using a lot of sheet masks, but I have not been using a purifying mask. And by purifying, I mean one that sort of like sucks the oil out of your pores and like sucks the gunk out of your pores and really like cleans your skin. It's like a deep cleansing one. Before this, I was using, for years I used this product, which is the one I got. So it's the Kiehl's Rare Earth Deep Pore Cleansing Mask. I love this. I've used this for almost like a whole decade. It's such a big jar, and what I find is that if I'll buy one and then I'll use it like religiously once or twice a week for about a month, especially like when it's humid and like summery outside, when my pores, especially on my nose, get like super big and I can see them. That really bothers me, so I'll use this. But then I stopped using it because Glossier came out with individual pods of a white clay mask, and I don't remember exactly what it's called, but it comes in like these travel pods, and they're like green and blue. I like the ones that are blue. But it's basically the same idea. It is based in white clay, and white clay is very, very purifying and like anti-oil. So I was using those for a while, and I was traveling with them, and I would use them when I got to like my destination. I would use them on trips and stuff, and then I ran out and I sort of forgot to use them. And then the other day I noticed that like my pores are out of control. Like I have a lot of congested pores like around my nose area and like in like my cheek area, which is something that's totally new to me, and I was not happy about that. So I thought I would pick this up. This is relatively inexpensive. It's $33, which sounds like a lot for something you wash off. However, this jar is actually, look how big it is, like half my face. This jar is actually massive, and you can get so much. I don't think I've ever like made it through an entire jar before I'm like, oh, I better get a new one because it's been around for so long. I really love it. I've been using it for a decade. Another repurchase for me is the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Plus Cream. This is not the illuminating one. This is the anti-aging hydrating serum. This is basically a foundation. When I first got it, I got it because I thought a CC cream was like a BB cream. To be honest, I don't really actually know what a BB cream is. I think it stands for beauty balm. I'm not completely sure, but from what I thought in my mind, I thought BB creams were like tinted moisturizers, like a slightly bit more tint. But I was looking for a CC cream because I wanted something that was a little bit more coverage. I didn't realize that this is basically foundation, and I love it. It's great. It also has SPF 50 plus in it. I've been using, this is probably my 7th or 8th, maybe even more. This is probably my like 10th tube of this stuff. I love traveling with it because it comes with a cool like little pump that's like super easy to use. It doesn't like explode in my luggage, knock on wood. And it just looks really natural on the skin. So I can wear this with powder or without powder. Sometimes when I get a lot of sleep, I wear this without concealer, and I don't need concealer. So this is one of those things that's really easy to put in your bag and take with you and use everywhere. I love that it has sunscreen. It does not irritate my eyes. It does not irritate my skin. It's great. Super happy with this. One of my like ride or die products right now. I guess the only color cosmetic in this reorder box of stuff that I ordered is the Benefit Hoola bronzer. Now I go between different shades of bronzer. For a long time I was using the Hoola bronzer. Then I was using the Marc Jacobs bronzer, the one of the big black compact, not the one of the white one, because the white compact one is always sold out. So I was using the one of the big black compact, and then I was using the Chrissy Teigen one with Becca, because when I get tan, that looks really good on my skin. It looks really luminous and beautiful. But I think right now I'm in this phase where I'm at the end of summer, my tan is sort of fading, but I'm not like my winter pale. Like, I'm usually a MAC C3 without a tan, but now I'm probably, I don't know, I don't use Studio Fix when I'm tan in the summer. So this is a great midway point for me, the Benefit Hoola. I also use it as like an eyeshadow. If I don't feel like fussing with eyeshadow, I'll just put this on my eyes, which is what I'm wearing now. It's sort of my like everyday go-to thing to put all over my face to look like I have a little bit of color in my face, even though I sit in an office all the time. I got 2 samples in my Sephora order. One is kind of a weird thing. I didn't even choose this. This came with something. I have tried a beauty blender before, and I'm not really crazy about it because I don't like the process of having to like wet something, squeeze it out, and then like dab all over my face. I have very short attention span, and so when I put my foundation and my like base on in the morning, I like to take a brush and I like to go in with a brush. So I use an Artiste brush or I use a Morphe brush. They sent, I haven't used a beauty blender since they launched. I haven't tried one in years. So I guess I'm not the only one who hasn't used a beauty blender in years, because Sephora sent me a sample of a beauty blender. I don't really know what you're supposed to do with this. It's so small, but it comes with water. It says the original beauty blender sample size, and then it comes with like a little packet of water. I don't know if that's like a cleansing water or if that's like the water you're supposed to wet the beauty blender with. It's kind of weird. Oh, okay, this is what happens. So on the back it shows you what it's supposed to look like dry, which is tiny, which is how it looks now, versus aqua activated. So literally this is like a little dispenser of just like water that they want you to put the beauty blender on. I don't really know what the point of this is. I guess maybe I'll try it. I'm not really sure what you can put on your face with this like 2-dimensional beauty blender sample. We'll see. The other sample that I picked up, which is something actually that I have in full size, but I like it so much that I want to be able to travel with it. So sometimes I use the Sephora sample things when you shop to get sample sizes of things that I love that I would like to be able to take on like a short weekend trip without having to check my luggage. So this is the Cover FX Custom Enhancing Drops. These are like the highlighting drops, I think. I bought one of these a few weeks ago and I love it so much. I was blending it into my foundation, the CC cream, and I was putting it all over my face. My friends were like, your whole face is glittering. I'm like, yes, that's what I'm going for. I think I had just seen Aladdin on Broadway because my little Sib from high school, he is Aladdin on Broadway, so I found out and I went to go see him. He was amazing. But the genie's makeup in that show was unbelievable, and there is one scene where he comes out in full like glittery face, and I was like, that is so inspiring and so beautiful. So yeah, that's what I did. I put glitter all over my face. So it is the Cover FX, and I got a tiny one so I can travel with it in case I ever need liquid highlighter on the go. One last thing that I got that I was very like, I was hemming and hawing about whether or not I should get this in the mail because I don't know, it's weird to me to buy fragrance in the mail. I did get a sample of this a few weeks ago and I tried it and I really liked it, but I couldn't tell if it was an impulse purchase. It's very out of character for me. Like, I tend to like very, very classical fragrances or fragrances that are very subtle. Maybe not, subtle's not the right word. I think if you ask people I work with, subtle may not be the right word, but I like to wear fragrances that smell like you're like a grown-up, that don't smell obvious. I can't really describe it. I really love Hermes fragrances. I buy a lot of fragrances from Frederic Malle, things that are like not too wild, but I can't describe how it is. The only thing I can tell you about all the fragrances I like is that when you smell them, they feel like a taste. They feel like they're like hitting you in like the back of your tongue. They smell like, yeah, they smell like an experience, and it's not just like a heady fragrance. So like when the fragrances I like don't like when you inhale them, it doesn't go like here, it goes like here. I don't know if that makes any sense. Anyway, I got a sample of this and I really like the sample, so I figured I'm just gonna try it. It might be a really, really good fall fragrance because it's very rich and like luscious. So I bought the Princess by Kilian, and this box, this like the design of this box is like not not really like my style. I mean, I'm wearing a ridiculous t-shirt, but yeah, let's take a look at this. Look at this. I don't even, when I saw this online, I didn't even understand like where the fragrance would come from. It is a giant ball. At the top, it says Killian. And then underneath, it's on this, it's very, very heavy. It's almost like paperweight heavy. Underneath it says, I don't need a prince by my side to be a princess. Which is cute, but like, I'm too old for this, like whatever this demographic they're going for is. Oh, I see. It's actually upside down. So it goes like this, but it sits like this, but the spray part is here. So this fragrance is not like my usual fragrance. There's nothing subtle about it. It is very, very bold and like very, very lush and very, very rich. I tend to stay away from things like that. I do like things that tend to be a little bit lighter. I can tell you what the notes are. So I thought like the notes of this were like very charming and they smell great together, and I feel like this is one of those fragrances that if you spray a cloud of and you walk into, your hair is going to smell amazing all day long. Listen to this. So it says it's gourmand with a kick, which makes sense because it does have that, like, it does like evoke a flavor, which is what I like in scents. Princess is like sipping on a green tea mocha. I don't really know what a green tea mocha is, but it sounds like it's like a creamy, warm drink with like a punch of, you know, so it's not like acidic like coffee, so it's mild and rich with a fluffy marshmallow. Definitely has like this sweet marshmallow scent. I love marshmallows. And a tip of ginger on the nose for sassy spice. There is a spiciness to it, but it's like a ginger spice, so it is like a deeper, warming spice that actually captures it perfectly. I'm really excited to wear this. I don't know if it's an appropriate fragrance for me right now for the summer because it's still like 91 degrees and like super humid every day in New York, but I definitely will be trying this in the house just to get used to it. And I'm definitely going to be wearing this when the weather gets a little bit cooler in the fall. It's a perfect fall fragrance. All right, so yeah, so that is my Sephora haul, the giant box. Thank you so much for watching. I don't actually order that many things from Sephora online, but I'm so excited I got to share this with you guys. Please tell me if you use any of these products and if you like them too. If you have any suggestions for me of things I should try, I would love to find out. Thank you so much again for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time.